anthem is out the way. George, it's time to play. Oh, yes. Really? I've been waiting for this one. And do you know what? Looking around this arena, seeing all the blocks with the team shirts and colours, it's awesome. The atmosphere, it's driving, it's electric. I can't wait. I hope the players feed off that. Let's go down to the ice and see who we've got. Well, it goes without saying that the starting netminder for the London Raiders is, not surprising, it's going to be Ethan James. And you can see they're lining up in between the pipes. Currently for the Sheffield Steeldogs, well, it's got to be that man Zimostra in it.
And I remember this time last year how outstanding Zimostra was this weekend, 2022.
Yeah.
I think he was a major factor, wasn't he, in Sheffield, taking the crown last year.
I was going to say, we saw him coming up through the ranks with the Sutton Sting, and he was a hell of a brick wall then. And he's only gone on to better himself, prove himself more, hence why you find him between the pipes for Sheffield today.
And one thing about him I've noticed is he seems to be able to turn it on for big games.
Yeah.
He got a lot of the credit for getting them to the playoffs last year, stood on his head in the semis, or in the qualifiers, beg your pardon. So, you know, he brings that kind of mentality to this game, big game performer.
Yeah, but you've got to look at Ethan James, though, as well. I mean, Ethan James has had one hell of a season for the Raiders. You look down at his stats so far for the season, he's had 1,340 shots on him, only 144 goals against, 89% save average. Do you know what? He can hang with the big boys and hold his own. He's going to have to do that today with the firepower that Sheffield Steeldogs are bringing. The bench is right out in front of us, makes it interesting as well. And George, I'm going to hand this one over to you.
Okay, super. Thank you very much. Jason Hewitt, you see there wearing a full face cage. He's had some injury issues this year, but he will no doubt be ready to go, bringing all of his experience to the Sheffield team. But it's Gomasic for the Raiders who wins the face-off. And Raiders go D to Ralph. Ralph up to his winger, who just tips the puck in behind Zimostra, where the Raiders go on to pressure with Roberts. But now it's up at the near boards with Bissonette. Bissonette looking for Hewitt up at centre. That was cut out by Sean Barry. And now Sean Barry carries over for the Raiders. Tight angle shot, hit a stick up in the net, and we have our first whistle.
Yeah, good start here already. Sheffield just trying to push out the zone, but Raiders pinning them back. We see here again, Barry eyes it up. It kind of looks like he was trying to just dump it off the boards around the back of the net, but got a little bit too much on him.
So this will be Warren Tate on the draw for Sheffield. He's out with Volkanovs and Buesa.
Interestingly, Volkanovs and Tate, both formerly of D1. Tate was icing for the Scimitars up until 6 months ago.
Raiders' first line still out. Gomasic with speed, high shot, shouldered away by Zimostra. And now it's up to the point as Sheffield look to break, but Raiders managed to reverse it back in where Sylvester's pressuring the puck. Bit of space here for the Sheffield to move out, but only as far as the Raiders' D. Sylvester now just lost the handle on that one. Goes back into his own zone, activates the D. We go D to D for the Raiders as they look for an outlet pass. It's up to the boards with Aliff. Aliff to Gulliver, and Gulliver backhands one in, which didn't quite make it down into the Sheffield zone, so Sheffield can recover and work it out now with Bell. Bell up to Tate. Tate dumps. And Buesa will chase. Buesa follows through on his hit there. And the Raiders moving it out at neutral ice here. Volkanovs, Buesa, and on the far wing here, we've got, I think, is it 39? Is that Danico? No, beg your pardon, it's Hayward pinching in from D.
Good play, dumping it back in. Steeldogs looking to pressure Raiders here early on.
Now, Spur working against Aliff. Aliff has come away with it. He's played it up to the boards, but only as far as Tom Palmer. Palmer and Spur go to work, holding the puck into the Raiders' zone, and it's Palmer who comes away. He knocks it back down low. This is Bissonette. Bissonette steps over the lost stick for Spur to send Spur in, but nice little escape play there by the Raiders' D to create a bit of space so they can come out using the boards to try and find a neutral zone outlet, but it's turned right back in on them. And now Brammer with a chance for a shot, and a second shot there from Steeldogs 20. I'm not too sure, but that was blocked. First shooting opportunities of the game. Mikey Power now chips one out for the Raiders. And Blaho Novak goes in to chase his first shift. Expecting a big game from him. I think he's another big performer, could be crucial for the Raiders' chances here.
Certainly, I think right now there's a few stacked decks out there, to be fair, George. It's going to be interesting what hand comes out for each team.
Hewitt outnumbered at centre, flips one in and goes into chase. He's got Bonner in support. Bonner doesn't find Hewitt, instead he reverses, and then the pass to Hewitt was lost, and the Raiders can come away now. And this is hard to read the shoulder numbers, I have to say, for the Raiders.
Yeah,
that was Connolly there. His shot took a deflection, went up into the glass.
We'll see it again. Slowly, but he managed to get out the zone. Raiders putting good pressure on. Connolly takes the quick shot, sends it over the bar of Zamostra.
6.5 minutes roughly into the game.
Starting to notice those Steeldogs, a little bit more physicality now, starting to put the body on a bit more.
Oh, it's just been stripped away from Steeldogs' defence, and this is Iliff bringing in for Raiders with wheels behind the net, but he lost the puck there. It's recovered here by Harry Gulliver. Turns inside. Oh, it fed to the net! Oh, and Iliff had the chance, and it's over the stick. Oh, glorious opportunities here for the Raiders.
Zamostra standing tall, though.
Lee Bonner's lost his stick, and now the shot came in and has saved Zamostra.
There's an arm up.
And we've got a call here. I think it's on the Steeldogs, holding call.
We'll see it again, the replay. Look at this, though. Drives it in. Wide open shot in. Zamostra gets his leg pad down in time, steers it out. Dimitri Zamostra take a bow, keeps the Steeldogs in it.
Super pressure from the Raiders. Brings a penalty, and it's Lee Bonner going to the box on a holding call. So, first opportunity for the power play. And we see a line here of Gomesick, Connolly, and this is Sylvester, I think, out for the Raiders. With, I think that's Roberts out on the far point, so the 4 forwards out. Sheffield win the face-off, and Raiders come back to set something up. So it's Roberts, Gomesick carrying now with speed. He's got Bissonette turned. Gomesick gains the zone with speed and backhands one over to Connolly. Connolly has to go down and work for it now as Kirk tries to shut him out. And now it's up at the top. Shooting opportunity, but they're patient, building up, setting up. Roberts feed in, Sylvester off the stick. Great intervention, Matt Bissonette. Oh, it's a short-handed breakaway. Hewitt, just interfered by Roberts, enough. He didn't get the call though.
So Roberts, this Raiders power play really putting the pressure on now.
Now it's Hewitt in front of his own net, looking to dump the puck, but he can't get it out. And it's Roberts, and then Hewitt recovered it again. So Raiders collect the broken play with Gomesick and look to set something up from neutral ice. Gomesick drop pass to Roberts. Roberts just slings one in calmly behind net for Novak. Blaho Novak backhands it down to Sylvester. I think 5 forwards out for the Raiders. And now this is Roberts. Turning, looking. Beg your pardon, it's not Roberts. Roberts up on the point here with Novak. Oh, centre feed, Novak scores!
There it is!
I think it was through the legs of Zamostra. They were patient.
Yeah, we'll see it again. Working the puck round well, Raiders. Absolutely found the hole wide open there. Right through the legs of Zamostra. What a goal. And just like that, it's Sheffield Steeldogs 0, London Raiders 1. And I tell you what, George, I'm impressed with how the Raiders have come out.
Really, really good. I mean, they didn't even make the playoffs last year. They've had a great season. They won a fantastic qualifier. So you've got to imagine that they are really, really well motivated and positive coming into this game.
James just steers that one into the corner as the Raiders get ready to set up and go again.
So Morgan back to Bell on defence, but he's under pressure from Connolly. Connolly's turned over and Gomesick, it was just too close to his feet. He couldn't quite get full stick on it.
This forecheck pressure of the Raiders is causing mistakes in the Sheffield defence.
Now Morgan on defence for the Steeldogs, calmly up to Brammer. Brammer's long feed is just tipped in by Bissonette. But Steeldogs don't quite get pressure on the puck, so Raiders can clear, but their clearing attempt is loose. Comes all the way back down for Kirk on defence to collect for the Steeldogs. Now that's Brammer. His pass was out the way, and he then throws a heavy hit out front. Oh, that was Bissonette.
James is after loose biscuit.
James
he's got it. Bonner's not happy. He takes the swing, and that's going to set it all off. Well, right in the crease. We'll see it again in the replay, though. Big hit behind the goal. There's the one-timer coming in. And then it all spills over. Bonner not happy with that. Matt Bissonette with the one-timer originally, but Bonner's going to find himself going to box.
Well, Bonner's second penalty of the game for taking a swipe there at Thomas Ralph. Not sure what led to that really, but it was another great opportunity for the Steeldogs. They've had a couple of opportunities since they've been behind, and Ethan James has been equal to both.
Well, I'll tell you what, right now though, while the momentum's swinging in the Raiders' favour, you don't want to give them a man advantage. Nope. I can see Zamostra having to pull something out the bag here.
So Sylvester and Roberts, two forwards up on the point here for Raiders, with Gulliver, Gomesick and Connolly. And this is up with Roberts. Shoots low. Zamostra juggling for a second.
he's just waves to the crowd.
Signalling to the referee is an equipment problem.
We'll see it again though. Look at that one. You're waiting for it on the blue. That one, tell you what, you need some vision to see that coming in at that pace. But he's comfortable enough to juggle it around.
So the face-off comes out of the zone. Not entirely sure what the call was there.
Power play still in favour of the Raiders. That roughing penalty served to Bonner.
So Buesa and Volkanovs, the forwards, killing penalties here for the Steeldogs. Oh, inside feed to Gomesick. Just came off his stick, and now Buesa coming away for the Steeldogs, short-handed. Turns inside the zone, delays, looks to find Volkanovs, and this is good killing here by the Steeldogs. Volkanovs turns, backhands one across to Buesa. Danger, danger from the Steeldogs. They've now got it in neutral ice with Kirk. Kirk to Buesa. Buesa, nice move to create some room. He's now got a shooting opportunity. Great save, James. Well, James is doing most of the work here. Oh, and Hayward's just fallen down, which has allowed the Raiders an easy zone entry.
Wrap around.
Jam play by Gomesick, but Zamostra had the seal on that.
Yeah, BASN doing well there just to dispossess Gomesick, and Sheffield can breathe a sigh of relief. They've got a minute left on this power play penalty kill, but I tell you what, right now it's not looking in their favour. They've only been able to really shut down 190 of the 232 power plays against them this season. They've had a few short-handed goals scored against them, and the way the Raiders are looking right now, George, probably adding to that more.
Both teams change personnel now as Raiders carry behind the net, and then Ralph's shot was wide, and that's going to clear the zone.
Oh,
it could be a breakaway here for Bissonette. Bissonette trying to get it. Oh, he kicked it up to his stick. Oh, went in on the backhand, but he's been
tripped. There's a tripping call.
And we're going to have a call here. Well, justifiably so. Desperation play, not much else that the Raiders defence could do there.
No, you see it again. Lovely play by Bissonette to get it up, and the Raiders defenseman just goes sliding across and wipes him out. Is that Ralph? It is, yeah.
So this will be 24 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey, followed by roughly a minute and a half of Steeldogs' first power play opportunity.
Raiders have got to watch Bonner. Is he a red button guy? Did he start really getting under his skin?
Well, hopefully that fire that he's showing he can convert into some scoring. Bissonette feed to the net.
There it is!
Perfect! Bonner got the deflection off Bissonette.
See it again, the replay, set from the draw, out to the wing, looking inside, skates inside the dot, takes a shot, and there it is Bonner with the tip in, beats James, and just like that, it's Sheffield Steeldogs 1, Raiders 1.
Well, so Steeldogs win the draw. Bissonette lays off to Kirk. Kirk plays down low, and a little bump pass up to Hewitt. Hewitt wasn't quite ready for that. And now Barry with a centering pass, which has fallen to Sylvester. Sylvester tried to move on Kirk, and he did get through.
Back door was wide open there.
And now the Raiders go back, trying to turn pucks over, but Steeldogs come away. Bonner over to Hewitt. Hewitt gains the line. Long shot in, but that's over the net. The Raiders net, and the Raiders come straight back at with Gulliver. Gulliver goes shot, and it got behind the pad of Zamostra, but Zamostra got the glove down. Great save.
Let's see that again. Great work again by the Raiders. Gulliver picks a puck up, drives the zone, wants to let it go, does so, and I tell you what, Zamostra's not got much time to get down and get his glove to that one.
They will line up again, Power and Spur. Mikey Power for the Raiders, out with Novak, who's got the shot, and he's
what a goal, Novak! Pick it out! See that again. Well, he takes advantage here of the bodies in front of the net to use them as a screen. What a play! Set piece Ed, winger cuts inside between the centre, leaves that little window for that biscuit to get through, so most you can't see it. Raiders take the lead, it's now Steeldogs 1, Raiders 2. And right now the Steeldogs looking like the underdogs. The Raiders really taking it to them in this first period, but the question is, George, have they got the gas tank and the depth?
Well, 2.5 minutes to play, and Steeldogs get their top line out. Both teams matching top lines here, as Connolly backhands one into the zone for Gomesick to chase. But that breaks down, and Steeldogs feed to Hayward. Hayward up to Bissonette. Bissonette, backhand pass. That was blocked by a skate, and now Hewitt at centre. He's got Bonner with him. Bonner shot, save James, but it's loose.
Well, it's loose again. Well, you see, I know, I understand. Oh, there's certainly something coming now after that. We'll see the replay.
Hewitt got his hands up on Gomesick there. And
yeah. Gomesick's gone down, holding his face. Hewitt brought the stick up. There's cries of off. The officials are going to pull him away. Hewitt. He's going the box.
A warm reception here.
Well, just off camera, Gomesick stays on the ice. We'll see it again here. Initially, shot comes in, and there, the puck is dropped in my ice, so I can understand why Hewitt went for it. But still, a little bit of control by the netminder.
Cross check by Gomesick just on the back of Hewitt, and you see Hewitt's reaction. So, Hewitt to the box. No one looking like they're going to the box for the Raiders.
Bell's there arguing,
clearly
along
making
with Connolly.
A cross-checking motion to the refs.
Oh, he's gone! And Hewitt is out of there, much to the enjoyment of pretty much 90% of this arena. Wow!
Well, Jason Hewitt looking calm and reflective as he goes off there, but we don't expect to see him again. Is this, well, we'll wait to hear the call.
So, it is, Jason Hewitt goes for a high stick for a match. And Raiders are at 91, Gomesick, he's going to get 2 minutes for a slash.
We've got a 5-minute penalty up on the board for Sheffield, and a minor penalty up on the board for Raiders here. So Gomesick's got a, presumably, cross-checking or roughing minor.
It's a slashing call apparently coming on. Oh, number 11, sorry, Ralph.
We are, oh, okay, so this must have been something to do with the retaliation.
Yeah.
Okay, Bissonette carrying across for the Steeldogs, 4-on-4 hockey. Inside pass, Barry cuts it out for the Raiders. Barry turning behind his own net. Oh no, we can't be Ralph, because Ralph is on the ice. He's on the puck right now.
Yeah, it is Gomesick,
Ralph
sorry.
Up to Gomesick. Beg your pardon, this is Gulliver. Gulliver carrying around the world on his backhand. Broken up now by Sheffield, and they come away with Bissonette. Bissonette's got Spur at centre ice. And Hayward jumping up from D. Little through the legs pass to Hayward, across to Spur, and it was loose for a second, but Steeldogs couldn't find a stick for it. And now Gulliver holding up at centre, but his weak centering pass is picked up by Lewis Bell, stepping up from the Steeldogs defence. His shot blocked, floats harmlessly into the corner, and he then has to ride a hit from Cooper, and they go battling away in the corner. Come away with Volkanovs now, making a jam play, but couldn't find the angle for a shot. Now Connolly bringing up for the Raiders. He's got Roberts on the inside. Roberts, oh, Connolly drag and shoot, but that was over the net. And then the Steeldogs defence stood him up.
Well, we're inside the final minute now. We're going to end up with the Steeldogs going on the power play into the second period. But I'll tell you what, losing Hewitt like that, have the Raiders now got the Dogs on the back foot?
So there will be a 3-minute power play, won't there, after the minors elapsed. Roberts now, oh, he just lost the handle on that shot as the Raiders pressing at 4-on-4. They've got the goal advantage. They've got a power play to start the second period. Things looking good right now for the Raiders. Roberts battling away with the puck. And the puck breaks loose and the Raiders opt to bring it out to neutral ice and reset everything. This is Eilif. Up to the Raiders. Novak on the wing. Novak turns. He's under pressure though from Wesser, so he's got to be careful. Gets it back down to Eilif.
And there's your period. Well, what a period that is. A little bit of everything. goals, handbags, gloves, and a sending off. If that's just period one of game one, George, we got an amazing weekend of hockey ahead of us. Back to centre ice to drop the puck and we get ready for this second period. George, take it away.
Yeah, let's go. Here we go. It's Gomesic up on the draw with Bissonnette, and Roberts comes away for the Raiders, dancing high in the zone, but Bissonnette got enough on him to get things away. Remember, the Steeldogs killing penalties here, and they're looking to create something there between Spur and Bissonnette, but it hit a skate and went wide. Now Gulliver for the Raiders, up to Gomesic. Gomesic protecting the puck in on his backhand. Connolly shot short side, saved by Zimosdra. The puck comes all the way down to Ethan James on the Romford net. He plays it to Roberts. Roberts knocks it back down behind the net, but Connolly didn't know that was happening. A bit of a miscommunication here, but Bissonnette is now behind the play, and it's Sylvester coming away for the Raiders. They gain the zone. Sylvester pinned by Kirk. Kirk looking to clear the zone, but he can't. And so Spur is now pressured by one of the Raiders players. Turn it over to Connolly. Gomesic handling inside, puck juggling up in the air. Over to Roberts for the Raiders. Just under 2 minutes left on this power play, which came about because of a major penalty for high sticking to Jason Hewitt of the Steeldogs, who won't take part in the rest of this game. Sylvester.
I was going to say, you can see now the Raiders are really starting to build momentum as they're holding off here.
Yeah. This
onslaught.
Remember that in this penalty, they obviously will not go back to even strength if the Raiders can score. So as many as they can grab in the 1 minute and 18 seconds they've got remaining. But right now they'd settled just for building a shot because Sheffield defending well. Now Ailif for the Raiders drops it down to Novak. Novak with both the Raiders goals. He's been the difference so far this afternoon, but Ben Morgan got the measure of him. And now away come the Raiders with Buessa. Buessa's shot well wide on the short side. Novak knocks it back down to Dewey. Now Dewey for the Raiders. They look to set something up. Here we go. It's Relf, the defenseman, carrying over. Drops it to the point for Gomesic. But once again, that man, Vlads Volkanovs, breaks things up. Gomesic now carrying for the Raiders. Carries inside, finds Connolly. Connolly takes a step, tries to drive wide on Bell. And now Connolly gets it across. This is Power. Gomesic. Power.
15 seconds left on the power play.
Shot opportunity blocked by Morgan.
Yeah, Morgan did well there. Shot that one.
Gomesic up to the point for Roberts. Roberts low drive, saves Zimosdra. Gomesic back to Roberts. One timer, didn't get much on it.
Snapped
Easy block for Morgan. His stick exploded on him there.
Back to 5-on-5, and I tell you what, here come the Dogs with a point to prove.
Yes!
Buessa puts it away!
Well, just like that, they had to kill off the 3-minute penalty, and as soon as they were back even.
Yeah, but it's this move right through the middle to the dot, outside his emotion, block aside, on James, goes high, and just like that, Buessa answers the call. It's now Sheffield Steeldogs 2, Raiders 2. What a way to start the second period, George.
It's really back and forth, isn't it? It's such a hard game to call. It could go either way.
Dogs trying to prove a point that they don't need Hewitt to look dangerous, and right now they're proving that. Buessa, absolutely beauty of a goal, though.
Yeah, he quite a player, such speed. Obviously, he was playing a lot of this year with Glasgow Clan in the Prem, but in the Elite League, sorry. And a great addition for this Sheffield team. Bell now to Morgan on Sheffield Steeldogs defence. Across to Bonner. Bonner, cross ice dump in, I think was deflected in, where Spur can go and chase. Swings round to the point for Morgan. Morgan puts it in back low, where Bissonnette will have his work cut out to beat Connolly to the puck. Gomesic clears the zone. Roberts forechecking. And now it's Gomesic coming out of his own zone with the puck. Oh, Bonner threw a big hit that's slowed Gomesic. Didn't quite get all of him, but he's such a lively player, Bonner. Now Gomesic carrying over he's got a shot opportunity, but he goes across to Roberts. Roberts with a weak backhand.
Goal opener just for a split second as the monster committed himself.
Now Gomesic handling behind the Steeldogs net. Out in front of Roberts. Roberts shot Zimostra sealed that, and the Steeldogs managed to clear. And this will go all the way, will it, for a nice note? Steeldogs change. Raiders go back and collect. Raiders up to Ransom. Raiders go D to D. And then clear the zone from the boards. And now Buesa, the goal scorer this period, collects. Skates in. He's under pressure from Dewey. 3 checkers there for the Raiders down in the corner. Got to watch out they don't get caught up top.
Oh, James did well to see that.
One-timer that was saved by James.
Yeah, you see it again now in this replay. In the corner, committing, managed to shovel it out, and there's that one wide open on the blue there, Kirk. Bang, one time. James has got the answer to the call, though.
So, we have Sylvester, Gulliver, and Eilif out as a forward line here for the Raiders against Buesa, Tate and Volkanovs for the Steeldogs. And the Steeldogs win the draw, but they manage to clear their own blue line. So Kirk plays a billiard shot out to neutral ice, where the puck bounces around between either team. But now Volkanovs intercepted, beg your pardon, Buesa to Volkanovs. Volkanovs, had a bit of space there, but I think that came off the back leg of Cooper on Raiders' defence. Cooper then knocks the puck up to Sylvester on the wing for the Raiders. He manages to clear the zone. It's now Tate to Volkanovs for the Steeldogs. Volkanovs moves in on his backhand. He's got Buesa inside. Buesa shot, hit the crossbar and flipped up into the glass. Dangerous couple of plays here between Buesa and Volkanovs.
Yeah, really pairing up well. We see it again. Vlad's on our far side. Gains down the wing, drops it inside. Wide open Buesa, and I tell you what, he's got a cannon on him.
Quality opportunity for the Steeldogs to take the lead for the first time. As it is, it remains 2-2 with just over 6.5 minutes played of this second period. Bissonette versus Gomeric, the two Canadians out on the draws. And it's Spur with an inside little chance there, flip one in on James.
Yeah, easy save for James that time, couldn't quite control it. See it again from the draw. Put in from the point, bobbles through, picked up on the byline, tried to slam it on the pads. James was aware of it all day though. As we go face off right hand side of James's net, 13-15 remains in this second period. Still 2 goals apiece.
Gomesic off the draw, knocks it into the corner for Ralph. Ralph up to Connolly. Connolly looking for Gomesic on the inside, but Bonner shut that down for the Steeldogs. Bonner. Now Bonner's pass is interrupted by Gomesic, who managed to shoot wide, and that comes all the way around for Connolly to come and collect. Connolly backhands one out of the Raiders zone. Roberts driving on his backhand. He's got Gomesic on this wing, tried a drag move on Hayward, and Hayward got a skate to it, and for a second it was out loose for Connolly. Sheffield all bodies behind the puck now, as Hayward goes out to challenge Barry. And now Sheffield got a bit of room to start moving the puck around. Up to centre for Bonner. Bonner just lost the handle on that under pressure from Gomesic. Good defensive play by Matt Gomesic. And another stick up. Gomesic slow coming off the ice. No call here. But Bonner turned around and caught a bit of Gomesic. I'm not sure he intended to. Bodied off the puck was Thompson. But Brammer comes back to collect. And now Kirk for the Steeldogs swings it all the way around to Brammer. Brammer, nice move inside. Brammer, he's got Palmer going to the centre for him, but his shot hit the skirt of the net, and now it will be the Raiders who come away.
Palmer too tied up in that net battle there to realise the deflection was coming back.
Oh, Roberts!
There it is! Well, the Raiders capitalise on the counter-attack. Breaking away 2-on-2. Plays it across after he gets around his man. Initial shot on Zimostra, rolls off the pads onto the back door where it's wide open, and it's put away by Anderson. Well, that's it. It's now Steeldogs 2, Raiders 3. The Raiders are here to upset the whole weekend.
Well, so the draw is in the Steeldog zone to the left of Zimostra. Up to the point for Barry to knock back in for the Raiders. Connolly will go and chase against Hayward. And the Raiders come away now with Gomesic. Gomesic up to the point for Ralph. Ralph wrists one in. Save Volkanovs. And then Volkanovs, I beg your pardon, it's open. Gomesic, no!
In the skates of the Steeldogs player.
Here we go, Ralph down to Roberts. Gomesick, I'm not sure if he's lost a skate blade here or something, but one-legged to the bench as Raiders hold the puck in the Steeldog zone. With Novak coming in for a hit, but the Steeldogs move away and try a long stretch pass up to Bissonnette. The Raiders can pump it straight back into the Steeldog zone and get a change.
Yeah, this Raiders forecheck is giving absolute murder for the Steeldogs at the moment. They really can't break out the zone.
Novak up to the point to Wells. Wells, high shot. That was blocked by Bonner. And now away come the Steeldogs with Bissonnette. He's got Thompson moving to the centre, but
yeah, easy put on net there for James.
Just been watching Gomesick down on the Raiders bench. He seemed to have an equipment problem. He's putting his kit back on now, so I think he's still in the game here. Not sure whether it was a skate blade change or something, but doesn't appear to have an injury. Now Ailiff for the Raiders, up to the point to Dewey. Dewey back to Ailiff. Ailiff feeds inside, but that was evaded everyone, came out into the far corner where Gulliver, checked by Bell, and Morgan protecting the puck, but he's put it straight back to Gulliver. And now Morgan gets some room.
And there is a call coming. It's going to be.
We do have a call against the Raiders.
Yeah, I think it's going to be on Gulliver. High stick.
So high stick on Gulliver against Lewis Bell. Oh, no, beg your pardon, that's 19. Yes, that is Gulliver going to the box. And so a chance for the Steeldogs, who've already got one power play marker this game, to level things up.
Well, I think the refs are going to be a little more aware of the high sticks at the moment, considering the situation we had earlier, George.
Yeah.
You're going to want to stop it getting real nasty.
So Jonathan Kirk will be the power play quarterback here for the Steeldogs, with Bissonnette, who usually is the playmaker, the provider, Volkanovs, Bonner, and James Spur. Gomesick back out now after his equipment problem, killing penalties here with Connolly. And it's up at the point of Spur. Spur to Kirk. Kirk one-timer.
Off
clean over the net. Bissonnette to Bonner. Back to Bissonnette. Bissonnette walks the half-boards. Finds Kirk. Kirk and Bissonnette now working it up high. Bissonnette steps inside and a snapshot, which was deflected by Gomesick out towards Bonner, Spur, I beg your pardon. Now Volkanovs settling down for the Steeldogs. Up to Bissonnette. Good setup here, straight through.
Shoots, scores!
And it's that same combination as we had on the last power play goal. Bissonnette, and it looks like it was Bonner who may have tipped it.
Well, you see it there, Volkanovs to Bissonnette at the point. Rifles one in from the point towards James, and it is tipped in by Batman Bonner. Well, he's answering some questions there, isn't he? But he's done what needs to be done, and he's pulled it back to 3-all. Steeldogs level the ice once again. 8:12 remains in the second period. This is blow for blow, George. Do not turn off your televisions or your streaming services. Do not look away.
Steeldogs back on equal terms, win the face-off. Hayward to Kirk. Kirk knocks in behind for the Steeldogs to pressure, which they do with Tate. Pressuring Gomesick. Tate now carrying behind the Raiders' net. Looks to feed the point for Kirk. He's found him. Kirk reverses it back in for Volkanovs. Volkanovs, great protection, uses his body to hold the puck away, but now he has to battle it away from Connolly, which he has done. Buesser now. Buesser tried to get it into the corner, but it came up to the point for Hayward. Hayward's shot blocked. Tate recovers the puck, puts it down low for Volkanovs. Volkanovs turning inside, got a bit of space, narrow angle shot, top shelf, Vlad's Volkanovs, and the Steeldogs are in front.
Well, Vlad the Impaler strikes again. We see it from behind the net, works it out in front, looks at something, sees such a tight angled shot, butters the biscuit, slots it home.
Just like that, the Steeldogs, behind the whole game, are now in front.
This is something else, George. Well, face off, neutral zone, 6:08 remains in the second period. Dogs come out fighting their second one, taking it to the Raiders now, swinging the pendulum and momentum back their way. Can they finish off strong?
Volkanovs carrying into the zone for the Steeldogs. Stops, reverses, down low for Tate. Tate behind the net battling against two Raiders defensemen, but it's Blaho Novak who recovers the puck, reverses it for Ralph. As the Raiders trying to bring it out here, but under pressure. Steeldogs have turned it around again.
Tate putting the body on again, making sure he's
now
finishing
there's
his
room,
checks.
and a pass up to centre for Anderson. On the backhand, shell finish. Well,
TJ Anderson take a bow.
We don't know if he got the last one, but he definitely got that one. This is no debate. Look at the way he kicked the puck up to his stick. Went backhand and then shelved it on Zimosdra. Outstanding. And we're all level again.
Yeah. I don't think Raiders got the script. What a game. Yeah, you know, it's getting a situation now. End of the period. Kind of wanting to hold a little back in reserve for that last period. It'd be nice to go goal up, but right now, you know what I mean? If you're Greg Wood, do you just tell them, just look, take 8-4 all, hold them off, and what we'll do is we'll go in the third and we'll put it on.
Well, yeah, it's. I think Sheffield will be really happy going in even at the end of the second, having come from behind, especially the way they ended the first. They'll be really pleased. So, but the Raiders, no doubt, will be happy with the way they've performed as well.
I was going to say, Sean Easton's going to go in delighted.
Yeah, they've created. You know, they've looked constantly dangerous, and it's this top line that's out now that always looks like it can score. Now, Bissonnette for the Steeldogs carries over, opens his legs up and looks for Spur. Spur couldn't handle that pass though, and it's Gomesic up to centre to Roberts. He's got Connolly on the inside. Drag move shot. Zimosdra deflected that one wide. And now the jam play by Connolly in at the corner, and we get a whistle as Zimosdra freezes the puck.
Yeah, just again, absolute cracking play here from the Raiders. Little drag move. Dimitri Weiss does enough to tip it round the corner, and then he comes smashing it against his pads again. 1 minute 29 remains in this period. Still, Steeldogs 4, Raiders 4. A showcase of British hockey, but there isn't an adjustment to make. So the third goal,
the Raiders' third goal,
is accredited to TJ Anderson.
Yep, that's correct. It was called initially, wasn't it, as Novak's hat trick, but Novak's still on 2 goals, and Anderson on 2 as well.
And we are underway again for this third and final period.
So the Steeldogs in the blue and dark jerseys shooting from left to right here, and Bissonnette carried it over and took a shot that was well wide of the net and up into the netting. Yeah,
we'll see it again here. Bissonnette just through the neutral zone, gains the blue, looks inside, fancies his chances on James and takes one.
Well, Raiders, I think, will need to stay out of the box if they're going to do the job here.
Yeah, I think that discipline is going to be the big key now for both teams. 2
power play goals for the Steeldogs in that period, both in the game so far, both from Bonner.
There's an offside call. Obviously, the player pushed over the line there, and you are starting to see tension fraying. You're kind of thinking now, if anything's going to happen big, it's going to be in this period because it's the all or nothing.
So face-off is coming to neutral ice. Volkanov's with the last Steeldogs goal. He's been fantastic. Works so well in both directions. So strong on the puck all the time. He's out there now with Buesa and Tate. Buesa also scored a fantastic narrow angle goal to put the Steeldogs ahead.
Yeah, Steeldogs really just looking to come out firing now in this third period and try and book themselves a place in tomorrow, but the Raiders want to flip the script on the whole weekend.
Terrible pass that was. It came to Roberts, and Roberts shot, gloved by Zimosdra, and the Raiders go back to work. But Tate brings it away for the Steeldogs to Buesa, up to centre to Volkanovs. Volkanovs moves, drags, shoots. Ethan James.
Yeah, tried the no-look shot here. Volkanovs on James, and you could see it as he crossed over. Again, absolute great pairing up with Buesa. Just little flinch and a look, and then looked away and then let it go. Something we've seen in his Arsenal before when he was at Widnes Wild. But every now and again, they've got to be wary of that counter-attacking into that Volkanovs Buesa line, with Tate putting the body around and being a playmaker.
Bonner almost broke away there for the Dogs, but shut down by the Raiders' defence. And the Dogs go back with Morgan, D to Bell. Bell up to centre to Bonner. Bonner tried to tip it past his checker, but the Spur has to come back as the Raiders were offside. Spur then slung the puck down into the Raiders' zone, and they reset things with a pass that was just beyond the stick of Gomesick, but tapped forward to Roberts. Now Gomesick on the wide, cuts inside, drops to Roberts. Roberts shot, Morgan blocked. And how often do we say that? Ben Morgan blocks shots all day long.
Well, that's clear.
Defensive play.
Forced to tackle, but here come the Steeldogs with Bonner again. Bonner looks to go around his man.
Oh, nice move, and they're looking for the tripping call.
Yeah, it's not coming. Is it?
Nope, no hands up.
You see it again here on the replay. Bonner picks that puck up, looks like he's going to cut inside, does last second. Well, yeah, I don't think Dewey really got his stick in his blades much. 14-14 remains in the game, still 4-all. Anyone could take this one, George.
Absolutely. Gulliver wins the face-off for the Raiders, and Dewey circles round behind his net. Out to an open wing here to Ailiff. Ailiff, delay play, knocks it inside to Gulliver. Gulliver, low shot, saves Zimosdra. And now Volkanovs, he recovered the puck, but didn't have anyone to play to. So Sylvester out in front to Gulliver for the Raiders. Now Volkanovs on the attack to Buesa. Buesa delays, holds the puck up, just holding it just inside the Raiders' zone here. Gets it down to Volkanovs, who's so good at protecting the puck with his body. He can create danger that way. He's so hard to strip off the puck. Sylvester now for the Raiders. He's hit by Tate, and it comes loose. Buesa! Shot high and wide.
And there we are again, there's that line in action. Tate with the body, coughing the puck up to Buesa and Volkanovs.
Meanwhile, Ailiff and Gulliver try and create some attack for the Raiders, but that broke down, and they have to harmlessly bat the puck forward into the Steeldog zone. Jonathan Kirk for the Steeldogs. He's got his power play assists tonight, and an all-round strong defensive performance. As Palmer brings it over to Thompson. Thompson tried to bat a rolling puck onto James's net, but didn't get much on it. Now here come the Raiders. This is Novak to Power, open wing. Oh, Power hit the side net.
Oh.
The goalie judge has put the goal on, but it was the side netting. Thompson now settling down for the Steeldogs, who go D to D. Bell to Morgan. Morgan centering pass, nearly slipped through the Raiders' defence. Cooper goes back, handles carefully, and now they come away with a break. Drag move. Oh,
what a hit
as well. Anderson looking.
And that Ben Morgan again.
Yeah, Morgan bodied him to the ice as he shot on the drag move.
See it again, passed right up the high man. Little drag move there, Morgan. No, you don't. Shuts the door.
Yeah, see how quickly the second defenseman comes across. They are fierce at the back, Sheffield. But the Raiders have certainly been exciting going forward, so what a matchup it's been. Gomesick now loses an edge as he tries to recover from a face-off, and now Barry on defence for the Raiders will tap it in for Connolly to go and chase. But Morgan for the Steeldogs shuts it down, finds Bissonnette on an open wing. Bissonnette drags, shoots high.
James did well to react to that last second.
Connolly recovers, finds Relf, but Relf lost an edge, and for a second it looked like the Steeldogs were going to get something out of that, but they didn't. Now Gomesick carrying over, tries to get round his man Hayward. A few words between Hayward and Gomesick.
Yeah, we'll see it again once more in the replay. Doesn't really get any venom behind it. Just dragged forward. Great defensive play there. The defensive Steeldogs put that steel curtain in
Sheffield
place.
So good
but
again.
the Raiders firing all those cannons at him, giving them the best they can. Is it going to be a quick up though from the likes of Volkanovs and Buesa that's going to unlock the scoreline?
Yeah, on the break, the Steeldogs you feel could get something as the Raiders keep pushing here. Roberts up to the point to Relf. Down into the corner, narrow angle shot by Gomesick. Had some zip on it, but Zimosdra equal to it. Now in the corner, the Steeldogs come away with Hayward. Hayward up to Bonner. Bonner gains the zone, plays to Hayward. Hayward shot in, and that was cleared by Barry on defence for the Raiders.
I don't think James realised that'd come around that quick to the other post.
Bissonette over to Bonner on the far wing. Bonner protecting the puck, tried to pull it inside, but lost the handle on it. Now Relf gets his legs moving. Gains the blue line. Just float, swan in on Zimostra.
Yeah, he was looking for the loose change there, but you're not going to get that from Dimitri. Wise to it. We see it again. Relf picks it up, tries to go coast to coast, pretty much does. Gains blue to blue, dumps it in there, and you see Kirk just shepherds him out the way.
So another face-off in the Steeldogs end. I feel like most of the face-offs have been down this way as the Raiders have really pushed to get ahead in this game. Gulliver, Sylvester and Ailif out for the Raiders. This line of Tate, Buesa and Volkanovs. One-timer Sylvester saves Zimostra, sticks it into the corner. Ailif goes to recover. And one of the Lewis Bell lost an edge for the Steeldogs, but Ben Morgan collects, finds Buesa. Buesa comes across the blue, tried to drop Volkanovs, but it was behind him. And so
there's a call coming.
Need to tag up. Something's happened away from the puck here, and we do have a whistle. I think it's Gulliver.
Yeah, it's Gulliver again. We'll see it in the replay now. He just goes in. Oh, that's a big hit. Oh, and there's somebody wanting to answer for that. Volkanovs isn't happy. That's Buesa that's down by the look of it.
2 minutes it is, up on the board.
Yeah.
Steeldogs go on to the power play. Just under 6 minutes left to play in this absolutely thrilling back and forth game. Steeldogs have been clinical on the power play so far. Kirk to Bonner. Bonner across the Bissonette. Look for Bonner going straight to the front of the net where he's had such a great time with deflections, and there he is again,
sweeping
right
away
on top of James.
Well, it's a check to the head call is what he's gone for, and I'll tell you what, he's lucky he's only got two.
Volkanovs carrying in now, dropping off for Bonner. Bonner down to Volkanovs. They get set up with Kirk now. Kirk, space and time to Bissonette. Bissonette, little inside play to the stick of Bonner.
And Bonner, that man, has been key today. He's everywhere you don't want him to be.
He is the central focus of that power play, isn't he? Playing the middle position.
You see it again, he just
in all
right
the
there, right in
yeah.
front. Absolutely great positioning from Lee Bonner.
So 1 minute 24 seconds on the advantage for the Steeldogs. Bonner out to take the draw against Novak. Novak uphends Bonner, but the Steeldogs come away with the puck. Bissonette to Kirk. Bonner gets in position. They play down low. Stepping out in front was Spur. Recovered by Volkanovs. Volkanovs plays up to Bissonette on the point, who will put it back down.
1:05 on the power play.
Spur lost an edge, and will that give Raiders a chance to clear the puck? Yes, and they've got it out at centre with Ranson. Ranson one-on-one with Kirk, drives wide. Kirk shadows him all the way, and his shot was blocked, and now Kirk has got to protect the puck against the other killer, which is Novak, and good penalty killing there. The Raiders managed to...
Textbook 101. Get the puck down their end, and if even you can, get it on the net as well.
Forcing Zimostra to freeze.
You see him desperately scraping away at it there, trying to reel it in.
So, territorial advantage here for the Raiders as they try and kill off 47 seconds of the penalty. Gomesic wins the draw and almost got himself into a shooting position off his own face-off, but now it is the Steeldogs that come away with Buesa. Buesa looking for an inside lane, he found it, but James was equal to the shot. Buesa comes round, plays up to the point. We've got a call here, have we?
We have. Is that, I think, off the face mask of James?
Okay, quick whistle from Sewell, the referee up at centre ice. So I think the face-off will stay in the Raiders zone.
So 4 minutes, 27 seconds remaining in the third period. 32 seconds on the power play. It's still deadlocked here. Who wants it more, George?
Raiders come away with the face-off win and can just kill a few crucial seconds by playing the puck down into the Steeldog zone. Morgan for the Steeldogs, bringing up from defence. Brings down the wing. He's got a man on these boards, which he uses. That's Hayward. Hayward, Buesa and Morgan up high in the zone here. Hayward to Buesa. Buesa tries to snap one, blocked by Cooper. Tate goes down to recover for the Steeldogs.
Trapdoor opens, back to 5.
Here it is. Good penalty kill by the Raiders. Crucial penalty kill.
They've been good all season with it, to be honest, George. When you look at it, 207 penalty kills, power plays against them. They've shut down 163 of them.
Now Gulliver, wide on Zimostra. Zimostra's out.
Wow, Zimostra gets up, dives over.
Gulliver, yeah, with a wraparound there, and Zimostra got lost. And for a second, the net was just gaping wide, but the Raiders didn't have the man there to do the easy thing and put it in. Now Sylvester drags. His shot is disrupted. He goes in, recovers the rebound. Now Bissonette trying to play it out to centre, but Novak recovers that for the Raiders, and they backhand it in behind the Steeldogs goal. And a backhand just jumped up in front of Zimostra for a second. Now Kirk has got some time and space on defence for Sheffield, but that's been Wells stepped in.
Wells picked it up, puts it in Rosette.
Blocked by Bell.
Yeah, it's just great forecheck pressure again from the Raiders. They seem to be starting the defence, not even at the blue line now, it's Zamostra's goal line. Jumps on the loose puck, and excitement got the better of him. That rush of adrenaline, you know what that's like, George, right out in front of goal. I can't call it, George, I really can't.
Well, it's chance after chance at one end to the other end. I'd say that the Raiders have probably had the benefit of the push in this third period. They've had most of the face-offs down in the Sheffield end. But
to be fair, right, despite the scoreline, both netminders are putting on an MVP performance at the moment.
Absolutely. So, no goals yet in this third period, with the scores level at 4-4 into the final 2 minutes. Buesa now. Buesa, slap shot. Oh, he missed the net. Relf recovers for the Raiders. Backhands one off the glass. And the Raiders come away with it at centre, but it's behind Gulliver. Gulliver collects and skating backwards to Relf. Up to Novak. Novak lost that one, but then he recovers it and backhands it. Sylvester's on the inside, on his knees! Oh! He missed the net, but he's crashed Zimostra, and that will not count.
We'll see it again. He picks it up just inside the Steeldog zone, gets his legs, blows a tyre, goes to his knees, shoots, and then the slap shot afterwards, but the down still Zimostra.
Zimostra very slow getting up here. Crashed into by Sylvester. He's just slowly getting to his feet.
Yeah, everyone's back up. Great to see. Well, the DJ here getting the crowd into the mood. But right now there is a very set of focused Raiders fans right in front of our commentary position. Absolutely. And a lot of Steeldogs fans to our right. They were all looking like they've got no nails left.
So face-off is in the neutral zone. Just 1.5 minutes left to play. Steeldogs come away from the face-off with Hayward. Hayward to centre to Spur, looking for Bissonette, but that's disrupted by Wells. Wells stepping in with speed. Narrow angle feed wide of the net, but gloved by Zimostra just in case.
1:18 remaining, clock ticking. And again, we see the Raiders, this defensive unit, very defensive minded, playing against the defensive side of the Sheffield Steeldogs, holding their own at the moment at loggerheads. Break point has got to be a mistake, clearly, because both teams have got the skill, they've shown their hands, and both have the answer for it.
So Steeldogs win the face-off, and Morgan just backhands one into the Raiders zone, where they go back with Relf. Gomesic almost lost the puck in front of his own net there, but he has found Connolly. Connolly chips one up to centre, where Gomesic lost it in his skates. Now can hold it up, and a shooting opportunity for Connolly. That was blocked in front. And now loose!
Oh!
Roberts!
There it is!
Oh, there it is!
What a goal! Well, you can see it's Connolly who makes it happen. He plays the puck off his skates across the back door to Roberts. Have we just seen the biggest upset of this weekend? Wow!
Wow, it is absolutely deafening in here. Fantastic.
Unbelievable, Jeff.
Raiders, as they've probably deserved on balance in this third period, 1 goal to the good with only 52.4 seconds to protect their lead.
Wow.
Novak wins the draw for the Raiders. It's with Ralph behind the Raiders net. It is time for there to be no mistakes now.
Morgan looks up ice.
Morgan takes the centre.
Throw of the city. You've got to. Zamostra's got to go. Surely.
Shot in on. James makes the save with a Steeldog tapping at the doorstep there. Now Gulliver recovered the puck for the Raiders, trying to take the middle lane.
Inside 25 seconds. Zamostra's coming out of crease. He's made his way to the bench. We've gone to 6 skaters for the Steeldogs.
Take now for the Steeldogs, knocks it down behind the net for Buesser. Buesser out in front. That was loose for a second, but now it's recovered by Ralph.
It's
only
an open
10
net.
seconds on the clock. Tate turning. He's tripped. It's by Sylvester, and now Buesser. They've got to do something quick. Time is running out.
And what a result!
For the
Listen to the noise inside here. The underdogs have done it. They've turned over last year's champions. Wow! What a result! The Steeldogs look dejected. It's unbelievable. You can't write this, George.
Absolutely outstanding. For the Raiders to have not made the playoffs last year, to have gone to this, now finalists.
Look at it. 7 years since the Raiders were last here at Coventry, and they've come back making a statement. The Leeds Knights fans were behind them. The Tigers fans are behind them. The BASN fans, well, they're just happy to see hockey at the moment with the state of play, but they're loving it. And look at that man there, James. If he doesn't take MVP, I don't know who will.
Yeah, outstanding. Made big saves when it really mattered, didn't he?